Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I hope you guys in good conditions. Before I start my presentation, let me to introduce myself. My name is Ponel Sari from Education Office Administration A 2019, Faculty of Economics, State University of Jakarta. In this video, I would like to present the result of my thesis research for my graduation recruitments. This thesis is entitled The Influence of Learning Facilities, Learning Motivation, and Learning Discipline on the Learning Outcomes of Public Relations Subject, Class 11 OTKP at Vocational High School West Jakarta. So, happy watching! The first one is regarding the background of the problem. First, learning outcomes. Learning outcomes are important aspect in educational activities because learning outcomes are tangible of sudden ability and understanding in absorbing learning materials. The result of the research were obtained from observation to school with the result of the midterm assessment. As we know, based on the table above, it can be said that from the three schools above, there are still students who have learning outcomes in the form of low PTS, or as we know, midterm assessment scores, while the learning activities carried out by teachers are optimal and adjusted by the students' comprehension ability. And the second is learning facilities. Learning facilities are learning aids that support students and carrying out learning activities to be more effective and efficient. The result of the research were obtained from the school website to find out the number and the condition of room in the schools. Next, learning motivations. Learning motivation as a driver of behavior to provide encouragement to students in learning activities. Therefore, the educators and the teachers need to motivate their students to always learn in order to achieve the expected learning goals. There is observation during my PKM activities. And the last, discipline learns. Discipline learns is the attitude of obeying the rules of discipline that apply in schools. Every student in the learning process has an obligation to be able to behave in accordance with the rules and the regulations imposed at school. The result of observation was obtained from the school regarding student discipline and attendance data. Next, research questions. First, do learning facilities have any influence on learning outcomes? Second, does learning motivation have an influence on learning outcomes? Third, does learning discipline have an influence on learning outcomes? And the last, do learning facilities, learning motivations, and learning discipline have any influence on learning outcomes? Next is the purpose of the study. This research formulates the objective. First, to find out effect of learning facilities on learning outcomes. Second, to find out the influence of learning motivation on learning outcomes. And third, to find out the influence learning discipline on learning outcomes. And the last, to determine the influence of learning facilities, learning motivations, and learning discipline on learning outcomes. Next, Chapter 2, Theoretical Studies. Variable Y, the conclusion of several experts, learning outcomes are the result achieved by students in the form of mastery of learning materials, learning experience from learning activities in a subject. Variable X1, the conclusion of several experts that learning facilities are facilities and infrastructures used to support learning activities so that they can run effectively and efficiently and are able to achieve learning goals. Variable X2, the conclusion of some experts, learning motivation is a driving force in oneself that causes enthusiasm in participating in learning activities. And variable X3, the conclusion of some experts, the discipline of learning is awareness and behavior of obeying the rules and the regulation set in teaching and learning activities so that the learning process can run effectively and efficiently. Next is previous research that is relevant to this research. The following research is as reference in the completion of this research. And next is the conceptual framework. The study formulates for hypotheses with image as seen at the PowerPoint above. There is H1, H2, H3, and H4. Next is the research hypothesis. In this study formulated one. First hypothesis, there is a positive influence between learning facilities on learning outcomes. Second hypothesis, there is a positive influence between learning motivation on learning outcomes. Third hypothesis, there is a positive influence between learning discipline on learning outcomes. And the fourth hypothesis, there is a positive influence between learning facilities, learning motivations, and learning discipline on learning outcomes. Next, Chapter 3, Methodology Research. Place and time of research is September 2022 until February 2023 at Vocational High School, West Jakarta. And research design in this research use quantitative methods, data collection technique, first questionnaire method for independent variable, and documentation method, PTS value or midterm assessment value for dependent variables. And the software that I use, data analysis using statistical models with sample software, and then data analysis technique, descriptive analysis, outer model, and inner model. Next, population and sample. Population of Vocational High School in West Jakarta is 6 schools with a total 427 students, and the sample of 3 schools with a total of 214 students. Then the sample is taken using the proportional random sampling techniques with the calculations according to the Isaac and Mikkel table. Next, Chapter 4, Respondent Data by Gender, consisting of 20% male and 80% female with the total of 133 students. And based on class consisting of 66 students of class 11 of the KP1 and 67 students of class 11 of the KP2 out of 133 students. And based on school consisting of Vocational High School 9 is 33%, Vocational High School 11 is 33%, and the last Vocational High School 17 is 34% out of 133 students. And next, descriptive analysis. Based on the result of analysis shown in the PLS output results, that the average value, as we now mean, of each variable has an average value of bigger from 4.20, so that it can be concluded the mean value of each variable has a very agreeing criterion, and the standard deviation value of each independent and dependent variable has a standard deviation value smaller from mean. So standard deviation can explain how much data varies, and that is that the value of the mean can be used as the representation of whole data. Next, validity test. To find out whether the data is valid or not, it can be known by looking at the correlations value, which must be bigger from 0.70, and for loading the value of 0.50 until 0.70 can still be accepted or erased simply by looking at the correlations output between the indicator and its constructs. Next, reliability test and multicollinearity test. Based on the result of the analysis, the condition used to assess the reliability of the construct is the composite reliability value, and Cronbach alpha must be bigger from 0.70, and the multicollinearity test is a test that is carried out to find out whether there is a large correlation in free variables in the study. on in this research. From the above data, it can be concluded that the value of the fifth or variance influential factor is bigger from 10. Next, R-square and Q-square. R-square is performed to find out how much the variable y can be explained by the variable x, and then the condition of the determination value of R-square is expected to be between the values of 0 until 1, and based the result of the analysis of the coefficient determination above on the screen, it can be concluded that the value of R-squared for the variable y is 0.109, and the condition of the Q-square tests that if the value of the Q-square is bigger from 0, then it shows the result then research model has predictive relevance. And then while if the value of Q-square smaller from 0, then it shows that the research model is less predictive relevance. From the output above, the Q-square value is 0.250, where the value is bigger from 0 and includes having a moderate predictive relevance value. And next, PET coefficients and F-squared. The PET coefficient test is a test to determine of the coefficient value or the PET or the magnitude of a relationship or the influence of latent construct using the bootstrapping procedure. From the results of these outputs, it can be seen that the independent variables, namely learning facilities, has a value of 0.170, learning motivation has a value of 0.192, and learning discipline has a value of 0.115 against the dependent variables, namely learning outcomes. It can therefore be concluded that the relationship between independent variables to dependent variables is a positive. And the next, F-squared. F-squared is performed to test whether there is a simultaneous influence of independent variables on dependent variables. From the calculation of F-squared above, it can be said that each variable has a range values of 0.003 until 0.30, where all the three independent variables have a simulations influence on the dependent variables. Next, hypothesis test. The basis used in conducting hypothesis testing is the value contained in the PET coefficients result after bootstrapping. The conditions for knowing whether a hypothesis is accepted or not can be seen from statistic value bigger t-table. In this research, t-table is 1.656. And next, chapter 5, discussions. First, the results of the first hypothesis test, or H1, show that the learning facilities variable, or X1, has a positive influence on the learning outcomes variable Y, which can be seen from the calculations, which is 2.127, bigger than t-table of 1.656. So it can be concluded that the learning facilities, or X1, has a positive influence on learning outcomes variable, or variable Y, and the first hypothesis is accepted. Second, the results of the second hypothesis test show that the learning motivation variable X2 has a positive influence on the learning outcomes variables Y, which can be seen from the calculations, which is 1.806, bigger t-table of 1.656, that it can be concluded that the learning motivation variable, or X2, has a positive influence on the learning outcome variable Y, and the second hypothesis is accepted. Third, the result of third hypothesis test shown that the learning disciplines variable or X3 has a positive influence on the learning outcomes variable Y, which can be seen from the calculations, which is 2.204 bigger than the table of 1.656, that it can be concluded that the learning disciplines variables X3 has a positive influence on the learning outcomes variable wise, and the third hypothesis is accepted. And the last, based on the result of hypothesis above, it can be concluded that the variable of learning facilities X1, learning motivation X2, and learning discipline X3 have a positive influence on the variable of learning outcomes of variable Y, and the fourth hypothesis is accepted. And from the calculation of F squared, it can be said that each variable has a range of values of 0.03 until 0.30, where all three independent variables have a simultaneous influence on dependent variables. And next, conclusions. First, H1 accepted, there is a positive influence between learning facilities and on learning outcomes. Second, H2 accepted because there is a positive influence between learning motivations and learning outcomes. And third, H3 accepted because there is a positive influence between learning discipline on learning outcomes. And the last, H4 accepted because there is a positive influence between learning facilities, learning motivations, and learning discipline on learning outcomes. And next suggestion, and this is my suggestion for my future research. 1. Add another method for future research. 2. Independent variable are only 3, expected to be more varied. And 3. Using different research sites. So that is the result of my thesis, and maybe this is all I can say. If there is a mistake, I apologize. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.